Well, Austin, I expect Richard Lego to regain his starting spot this weekend. Him and Ramsey had kind of been splitting the minutes at the quarterback position during the first few games of the season, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if Tom Allen went back to him for this game. I think things stack up pretty well for Indiana. Illinois has lost 7 straight games, and during that stretch, they've only had 2 games where they scored 17 or more points. So even if Indiana's offense is just okay come Saturday, I think they should still be able to squeeze out a win.
I could not be more excited about this MVP race in general. It's been a long time since we've had a season like this where it's so competitive between James Harden and Russell Westbrook. I would have to give it to Westbrook just because the triple-double average is just ridiculous. I mean, it hasn't been done since Oscar Robertson decades ago, so he would definitely be my pick.
And I have to say, is there any team that might be vulnerable? I mean, we saw Clemson go down with a loss to Syracuse this week. Is there any other team specifically in the top 5 you could see maybe taking a loss soon? I've got to agree there. I think this team has a lot of momentum behind them. This number 8 ranking is the highest they've been ranked in college football since the 2003 Apple Cup, and I think that momentum is going to really help carry the team along. How about kind of the back end of things? We've got a bit of a Big Ten presence there with Michigan State and Michigan. Do you see either of those teams maybe moving up the rankings this week, guys?
It's definitely kind of a redemption story in general, having lost at the buzzer last year in the national championship to Villanova. I think it's going to shake out to the Celtics, honestly. The Cavs defense, since the additions of Darren Williams and Kyle Korver specifically, has been not as great as it was earlier in the season. So I think that Boston will definitely retake the 1 seed. Yeah, I was really big on Justin Jackson in this last game specifically. I mean, UNC had kind of been dealing with being down to Gonzaga there, and he hit the go-ahead 3.
New York Yankees rookie Aaron Judge made history this Saturday with his 33rd home run at Yankee Stadium this season. Big changes in Chicago this week as the Bears announced on Monday that rookie Mitchell Trubisky will take over at quarterback starting against the Vikings in Week 5. Late at night, when most people are either settling in or heading out with their friends, there's an overlooked part of IU sports that's gearing up for practice. The time? 10:45. The team is IU hockey. Part of the ACHA, they're used to dealing with odd practice times.
And no, not the NCAA, but the ACHA. IU hockey is a Division II team in that league, and without the NCAA money flowing, sometimes the team struggles to make ends meet.
The team plays its games at Frank Southern Ice Arena and often deals with late practice and game times to avoid scheduling conflicts with the ice rink's other customers. Since the ice rink is home to several other hockey teams, which are mostly for kids, IU hockey fills the time slots that no one else can at the arena. Despite the late nights and lack of prestige, the team manages to keep their heads held high.
Well, it's really tough to fly under the radar as we had this year, but we've got a great group of guys, and in the past couple practices, the past couple games, I've seen us really start to come together as a team, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
But without an ice rink on campus or the notoriety of being a Big Ten team, hockey is a mostly forgotten about part of IU sports. The roster for this team is made up of students that are here for one reason: the love of the game.